Have you ever wondered why some people in their 80s can still climb stairs, carry groceries, and live independently, while others struggle just to stand up from a chair? What if I told you the difference isn't expensive supplements, fancy gym equipment, or even daily walking? According to many physical therapists and healthy aging experts, there's one simple exercise, that can make a remarkable difference in strength, balance, and mobility as we age. Yet millions of seniors don't discover it until after they've lost muscle, suffered a fall, or started depending on others. In today's video, you'll discover the #1 exercise seniors over 60 often wish they had started 10 years earlier, why it works so well, and how just a few minutes a day may help you stay stronger, steadier, and more independent for years to come. Before we begin, let me know your age and where you're watching from in the comments, and make sure to stay until the end, because the biggest mistake most seniors make with this exercise could actually reduce its benefits. 1. Why this exercise becomes critical after age 60. Have you ever noticed that getting out of a chair isn't quite as effortless as it used to be? Maybe climbing stairs leaves your legs feeling heavier than before. Or perhaps you've caught yourself reaching for a handrail, not because you want to, but because you need to. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Here's something that surprises many people. Most adults don't suddenly lose their strength overnight. It happens so gradually that they hardly notice it. Year after year, the muscles become a little weaker, balance becomes a little less steady, and everyday movements begin to require just a little more effort. Then one day, what used to feel simple suddenly feels difficult. Many seniors assume this is just a normal part of aging. They believe that once they reach their 60s or 70s, losing strength is unavoidable. But that's not the whole story. While aging naturally changes the body, becoming weak and dependent isn't an automatic part of growing older. In fact, one of the biggest reasons people lose their independence isn't simply age, it's the gradual loss of muscle strength and power from not challenging the body in the right way. Think about your legs for a moment. Every time you stand up from a chair, climb a flight of stairs, step over a curb, or catch yourself before a stumble, your leg muscles are working behind the scenes. They're your body's foundation. When those muscles stay strong, everyday life stays easier. But when they weaken, almost every daily task becomes more challenging. That's why healthy aging experts often focus on one goal above almost everything else: protecting leg strength. Because strong legs don't just help you walk farther, they help you stay independent. They help you keep your balance. They help you enjoy family outings, travel with confidence, play with grandchildren, and continue living life on your own terms. The encouraging news is that your muscles are far more adaptable than many people realize. Even later in life, they can respond to the right kind of movement. They can become stronger, more capable, and better prepared for everyday activities. And that's exactly why today's exercise has become such a favorite among physical therapists and healthy aging specialists. It's simple. It doesn't require expensive equipment. You don't need a gym membership. And you don't need to spend hours working out. In just a few minutes a day, this movement can help train some of the most important muscles your body relies on every single day. But before I reveal exactly what that exercise is, there's one mistake that causes many seniors to give up too soon. They try to do too much, too fast, and when they don't see immediate results, they assume it doesn't work. The truth is, consistency matters far more than intensity, and once you understand why, you'll see this exercise in a completely different way. 2. The #1 exercise that rebuilds strength, balance, and independence. Now it's time to reveal the exercise that so many physical therapists recommend and that countless older adults say they wish they had started years earlier. It's not running, it's not lifting heavy weights, and it's not walking. The exercise is the sit to stand asks. It may sound almost too simple to matter, After all, standing up from a chair is something you've probably done thousands of times throughout your life, but that's exactly what makes it so powerful. This single movement trains your body for one of the most important tasks you would perform every single day. Think about how often you stand up. You stand up from your favorite chair while watching television. You stand up from the dinner table. You stand up after reading a book. You stand up after visiting friends or family. Every one of those moments depends on strong muscles working together. The sit-to-stand exercise strengthens the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core, muscles that play a major role in helping you move safely and confidently. Instead of training your body for a sport, it trains your body for real life. That's why experts often call it a functional exercise. It prepares you for the movements that truly matter. Imagine waking up in the morning and standing from your bed without struggling. Imagine getting out of your favorite chair without pushing on the armrests. Imagine walking into the grocery store feeling steady instead of worrying about every uneven step. Those are the kinds of everyday improvements that make a real difference in quality of life. Another reason this exercise is so valuable is because it challenges your balance in a safe and controlled way. Every time you rise from a chair, your brain and muscles communicate with one another. Over time, that connection becomes stronger, helping your body react more efficiently during daily activities. And that's important because good balance isn't just about preventing falls. It's about confidence. Many older adults slowly stop doing the things they love, not because they physically can't, but because they're afraid of losing their balance. They avoid walks. They skip family trips. They hesitate to climb stairs. They become less active. Unfortunately, the less you move, the weaker your muscles become. And the weaker your muscles become, the harder it feels to stay active. It's a cycle that affects millions of seniors. The good news is that it can often be interrupted with simple, consistent movement. That's one reason the sit-to-stand exercise is so effective. It encourages your body to work naturally without requiring complicated routines or expensive equipment. If you're just beginning, start with a sturdy chair placed on a flat surface. Sit tall with both feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Lean your upper body forward slightly, press through your heels, and stand up using controlled movement. Then slowly lower yourself back into the chair instead of dropping down quickly. That slow lowering phase is just as important as standing up because it helps build strength and control. If needed, use the chair's armrests or keep another sturdy support nearby until you feel more confident. As your strength improves, you may find that you rely on your hands less and less. Remember, this isn't a race. You don't need dozens of repetitions on your first day. Even 5 to 10 well-controlled repetitions can be a meaningful starting point for many people, depending on their current fitness level. Over time, you can gradually increase the number as it becomes easier. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is consistency. Small efforts, repeated regularly, often lead to bigger changes than occasional intense workouts. Imagine where your body could be 6 months from now if you spent just a few minutes each day building the muscles that help you stand, walk, climb stairs, and stay independent. That's why so many seniors look back and say, "I wish someone had shown me this exercise years ago." Because the greatest benefit isn't simply stronger legs. It's the freedom that stronger legs can provide. In the next section, we'll look at the 3 biggest mistakes seniors make while doing this exercise. Mistakes that can reduce its benefits or even increase the risk of discomfort. Avoiding them could make all the difference in your progress. 3. The 3 biggest mistakes seniors make when doing it now. Before you rush to try this exercise, there's something you need to know. The sit-to-stand exercise is simple, but simple doesn't always mean easy. In fact, many seniors unknowingly perform it the wrong way. They believe they're building strength, yet small mistakes can reduce the exercise's effectiveness and sometimes leave them feeling discouraged. The good news? These mistakes are easy to fix once you know what to look for. Let's start with the first one. Mistake #1. using momentum instead of muscle. Have you ever noticed someone almost throwing themselves out of a chair? They rock back and forth several times, swing their arms wildly, and practically jump to their feet. It might get them standing, but it doesn't train the muscles the way the exercise is intended. The real goal isn't simply to get up. The goal is to let your leg muscles do the work. Instead of rushing, take a moment to position both feet firmly on the floor. Lean slightly forward from your hips, press through your heels, and rise in one smooth, controlled motion. Then, instead of dropping back into the chair, lower yourself slowly. That slow movement is where much of the strengthening happens. Remember, quality always beats speed. 5 controlled repetitions are often far more valuable than 20 rushed ones. Now let's talk about another mistake that many people never realize they're making. Mistake/2. Doing too much too soon. This happens all the time. Someone feels motivated after watching a health video. They decide they're going to change their life overnight. So they perform 20 or 30 repetitions on the very first day. The next morning, their legs are sore, they feel exhausted, and they decide the exercise isn't for them. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Your muscles don't become stronger because you punish them. They become stronger because you challenge them consistently and give them time to adapt. That's why experts often encourage gradual progress. If 5 repetitions feel challenging today, that's perfectly okay. Next week, perhaps you can do 7. A little later, maybe 10. Those small improvements may not seem exciting from one day to the next, but over weeks and months, they can add up to meaningful changes. Progress isn't measured by how hard you push yourself on one day. It's measured by how consistently you keep showing up. Now there's one final mistake that may be the most important of all. Mistake 6-3. Ignoring your body's signals. Many seniors believe they have only 2 choices. Either stop completely or push through everything. Neither approach is ideal. Your body constantly provides information. Feeling your leg muscles working? That's expected. Feeling slightly challenged? That's normal. But sharp pain, dizziness, chest discomfort, or feeling like you might lose your balance are signs to stop and seek appropriate medical guidance before continuing. Listening to your body isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. The goal is to build confidence, not create unnecessary setbacks. If you need to use a higher chair at first, that's okay. If you need to hold onto a sturdy countertop for extra support, that's okay too. Every strong, confident mover starts somewhere. There's no prize for making an exercise harder than it needs to be. The real victory is creating a routine you can continue week after week, because that's where lasting improvements begin. Think about it this way. Imagine 2 people in their late 60s. One person exercises intensely for one weekend and then quits. The other performs a few controlled sit-to-stands almost every day for several months. Who do you think is more likely to notice steady improvement? For most people, the answer is obvious. Consistency almost always wins. That's the secret many active seniors have discovered. They don't rely on perfect workouts. They rely on regular habits. Those habits gradually build stronger muscles, greater confidence, and better movement for everyday life. So before your next repetition, remember these 3 simple rules. Move with control. Progress gradually. Listen to your body. They may sound simple, but together they can make this exercise safer, more comfortable, and far more effective over time. And in the final part of this video, I'll show you exactly how to turn this one simple exercise into a daily habit that fits easily into your routine, without spending hours exercising or feeling overwhelmed. 4. How to start safely and see results in just a few minutes a day. By now, you know why the sit-to-stand exercise is so valuable. You know it can help strengthen the muscles you rely on every day, improve confidence with everyday movement, and support your independence as you grow older. But here's the question that really matters. How do you actually make it a habit? Because the truth is, the best exercise in the world won't help if you only do it once. The seniors who enjoy the greatest benefits usually aren't the ones spending hours in the gym. They're the ones who stay consistent. They make movement a regular part of their day, just like brushing their teeth or making their morning coffee. And that's exactly what you should aim for. The first step is choosing the right chair. Find a sturdy chair that doesn't roll or slide. A dining room chair placed on a flat, stable surface often works well. Avoid soft couches or deep recliners because they make the movement more difficult and can encourage poor form. Next, choose a time of day when you're most likely to stick with it. For many people, that's in the morning after breakfast, when energy levels are higher. Others prefer the afternoon after a short walk. The specific time isn't nearly as important as making it part of your daily routine. Think of it as an appointment with your future self. Now, let's talk about how to begin. Sit toward the front of the chair with both feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Keep your back comfortably straight. Lean slightly forward from your hips and press through your heels as you stand. Don't rush. Stand tall. Pause for a second. Then slowly lower yourself back into the chair with control. That slow return is just as important as standing up because it challenges your muscles throughout the entire movement. If you're new to exercise, don't worry about doing a large number of repetitions. Start where you are. For some people, 5 controlled repetitions may feel like enough. Others may comfortably complete 10. The goal is not to compare yourself with anyone else. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. As the exercise becomes easier, you can gradually increase the number of repetitions or add another set. Small, steady improvements are far more valuable than trying to do too much all at once. Another helpful strategy is to connect the exercise with something you already do every day. For example, perform a few sit-to-stands before breakfast, or before you watch your favorite television show, or every time you finish reading the morning newspaper. When a new habit is attached to an existing routine, it often becomes much easier to remember. And don't underestimate the power of tracking your progress. Keep a simple notebook. Write down the date, the number of repetitions you completed, and how you felt afterward. Weeks from now, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. Progress that feels invisible from one day to the next becomes obvious when you look back. There may be days when you don't feel particularly motivated. That's completely normal. Everyone has days when energy is lower than usual. The important thing is not to quit because of one missed day. Just start again tomorrow. Remember, long-term success isn't built on perfection. It's built on consistency. One of the most rewarding parts of this journey is that the benefits often extend far beyond stronger legs. Many people notice they feel more confident getting out of a chair. Some find everyday activities feel easier. Others simply enjoy the peace of mind that comes from staying active and maintaining their free independence. Those small victories add up. They make it easier to keep doing the things you love, whether that's spending time with family, traveling, gardening, shopping, or simply moving through your day with greater confidence. So if there's one message I hope you remember from today's video, it's this. Asterisk imitations, I-35, it's never too late to start taking care of your strength. Asterisk, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to exercise for hours. You just have to begin. A few minutes today can become a stronger tomorrow. And years from now, you may look back and be grateful that you decided to start, not because it was easy, but because it helped you keep doing the things that matter most. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments. Asterisk, how old are you? And are you going to try the sit-to-stand exercise this week? Asterisk, we'd love to hear from you. And if you want more practical tips to help you stay strong, active, and independent after 60, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next health guide. Thank you for watching. Stay active, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.